This is Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Ripple's XRP. We'll be looking at the day's support, resistance and pivot levels, the Fibonacci's and the moving averages. It is Friday the 12th of December. Looking at Bitcoin against US dollar and the hourly candlesticks, bullish start to the day. Going to see Bitcoin move back through the pivot at 48,621 to target the first major resistance level at 49,833. Plenty of support is going to be needed for Bitcoin to break back through to 49,500. So barring an extended rally, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high of 58.44 to cap the upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Bitcoin target the 23.6% fib of 53.628 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 52.057. Failure to move back through the pivot would bring the first major support level of 46.397 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should avoid sub 45,000 levels. Second major support level at 45,185 should limit the downside. Looking at the EMAs, that's bearish 50 pulling back from the 100 and the 200, suggesting further downside ahead. So key would be to move back through the pivot at 48,621 and back through to 49,500 levels. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play. Looking at Ethereum against US dollar, also a positive start. Going to see Ethereum move through the pivot at 4224 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 4373. Support will be needed for Ethereum to break back through to 4300 levels. So barring an extended rally, expect that first major resistance level and resistance at 4400 to cap the upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Ethereum test resistance 4700 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 4639. Failure to move through the pivot would bring the first major support level at 3958 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ethereum should avoid sub 3850. Second major support level sits at 3810. Looking at the EMAs, that's bearish after yesterday's bearish crosses. 50 and 100 pulling back from the 200, suggesting further downside ahead. So key would be to move through the pivot at 4224 and back through to 4300 levels. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play. Litecoin against US dollar, also positive start. Going to see Litecoin move through the pivot at 157 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 162. Support will be needed for Litecoin to move back through to 160s. So barring an extended rally, expect that first major resistance level in yesterday's high at 167.26 to cap the upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Litecoin target the second major resistance level at 173 before any pullback. Failure to move through the pivot would bring the first major support level 146 into play. Barring an extended sell-off, Litecoin should avoid sub 145s. Second major support level sits at 141. Looking at the EMAs, that's bearish 50 pulling back from the 100 and the 200, suggesting further downside ahead. So key would be to move through the pivot 157 back through to 160s. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play. Ripple's XRP against US dollar, tracking the broader market. Going to see Ripple's XRP move back through the pivot at 8757 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 9186. Support will be needed for Ripple's XRP to break back through to 0.90 levels. So barring an extended rally, that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 93509 should cap the upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Ripple's XRP target 1.0 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 9780. Failure to move back through the pivot would bring the 23.6% fib at 8533 and the first major support level at 8162 into play. Barring an extended sell-off, Ripple's XRP should avoid sub 0.8s. Second major support level sits at 7733. Looking at the EMAs, 50 has pulled away marginally from the 100, narrowing on the 200. So keep an eye on that. A narrowing of the 50 on the 200 would support further upside. So key through the early part of the day, move back through the pivot at 8757, back through to 0.90 levels. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play.